All
right.
Yeah.
We'll go division. So we won't go as far as like World Series.
No,
right?
just just division winners only. No wild card. No.
Okay.
Playoff brackets. Just simply who's going to win each division.
No wild card. What do you think this is? Uno? Look at this guy. It's just unbelievable.
Sure. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, happy hump day. How are you tonight?
I'm doing really well. A little tired, I'm not going to lie. I think we ate a lot of food, but we'll talk about the food a little later.
It was good food, though. It was very good. But we'll recap that at the end like we usually do. Yeah. But everything else going all right? Life good?
Pretty good. Just surviving the cold. It's really cold this week.
It is very cold. It is very cold, which got us thinking about warmer days ahead, and about the fact that literally less than a month from now will be not only spring, it will be springtime, but baseball season.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right, folks. Baseball season is getting so close, and knowing me, the lifelong baseball fan that I've been, I can't wait. Anytime it's baseball season, I get super excited. Kyle, I'm sure you enjoy baseball season as well, just for the warm weather, if nothing else.
Yeah, no, I love. I don't watch baseball as I'm sure many of you know nearly as much as he does. Baseball to him is like Superman to me. Like we're on our own levels when it comes to those two. But
it's true.
But I do like watching baseball, especially when going to the game.
Yeah, and you and I have been to went to a couple good games like last year.
Well, yeah, like going to the Red Sox game it's just a great experience. Yeah. And even when you watch like a college team or other teams, just like it's just really cool being at the field, And in Cape Cod, I can't wait for that. The Cape Cod Baseball League. That's fun.
That's always a summer tradition like no other. So anyway, but what we wanted to do tonight is we wanted to play sort of like we are known to do sometimes on the show, play prognosticator. And basically what we wanted to do is we wanted to go division by division in MLB this year and pick who Robbie and Kyle, think are going to be the division champions for each division, both American League and National League, in 2019. This is tough. We've not really done any research on this. Full disclosure, we've just kind of...
I have not done either yet, right?
Yeah, so we're going to see how we do. See, sort of at the end of the season, we're going to take a look back at these picks and just see either how amazing we were or how just far off we were. All right, so we'll start with a division that's very close to home for us. As a matter of fact, the division of our favorite MLB team, the Boston Red Sox, the American League East, which, for those of you who don't know, or just a quick refresher, consists of the Red Sox, the New York Yankees, the Baltimore Orioles, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Toronto Blue Jays. So the Red Sox obviously have won the AL East 3 years in a row, and obviously are the defending World Series champions.
There you go.
So Kyle, I'll start with you. Who do you think will capture the American League East this year, 2019?
Oh man. Well, my little knowledge of baseball, my very little tiny pea-sized knowledge that I have in my brain there of, let's see. I'm just going to literally guess, I think, at this point, because I don't really... I'm trying to think. Actually, remind me again, who were some of the teams last year that, before the World Series happened, that kind of got really close?
Well, we're talking about the AL East right now. So we're talking
just the AL East. Okay.
Yeah, we're just talking about the AL East right now. The Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, the Orioles, or the Rays.
I don't know. I think, realistically, maybe the Red Sox probably have a chance.
Yeah, I think I pretty much lobbed a fastball in there for you on the first one, because I mean, I don't know how you can't pick the Red Sox to be the
Yeah.
favorite in the American League East just after what happened last year, and also the fact that they have like the majority of the team coming back this year.
Oh yeah, if it's that same team.
From last year. I mean, the team that just absolutely dominated baseball last year. They re-signed Nathan Uvalde. They re-signed Steve Pearce, and plus they still got Benintendi, Betts, JD Martinez. I said Betts already.
Yeah.
I mean, they still got just that whole crew. David Price, Chris Sale. I just don't see. I mean, the Yankees are going to be tough, as they always are. Yeah. I think it will sort of come down to the Red Sox and Yankees again this year, but I think the Sox, I think they're going to do it again. I think they're going to make it 4 straight years of winning the AL East, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
So now we're going to move on a little bit more challenging. The American League Central, which consists of the White Sox, the Royals, the Reds, White Sox, Royals, Twins, Indians, and White Sox, Royals, Twins, Indians, and Tigers. Tigers, and the Indians won the AL Central last year, and I think honestly I'll start this time. I think they're going to win again this year. I think Terry Francona has done a great job with that Cleveland team. They always seem to be right in the running, and I see no reason why they're not going to do it again. I like the Indians to win the AL Central. Kyle, what are your thoughts?
Ooh, I guess the Royals. I don't know why. The Royals are a pretty good team too.
You probably just guess that because of Superman.
No. I feel like
you just picked the Royals because of Superman. Be honest.
Maybe I guess so. I really don't know much about the American Central team, that whole section of baseball. So anyway, yeah.
All right, Royals. So this is the first one that we differ on. So I pick Indians. You like the Royals. Either one could very well win it. So
that's true.
Those are not bad picks. Now moving out west, the American League West.
Yes.
We've got the Anaheim Angels, or the LA Angels of Anaheim, excuse me, the Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers, Oakland Athletics, and the Houston Astros, who won the American League West last year. And
it's a tough one. They got a lot of good teams on that.
And I mean, you and I both picked the Astros, I think, to win the World Series last year, but of course they lost to the Reds.
Very wrong we were.
Yeah, but of course, lucky
in
for
the best
us.
way possible. I'm glad we were wrong.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts about the American League West?
Okay, so for their division, I would say, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Astros again.
I am too. I just think they're so talented. I mean, I just don't see any other team in that division that can really stop them this year. Yeah. So I like the Angels. I like the Angels. Jeez, I like the Astros to make it another AL West championship.
There you go.
All right, so there you go. So just to recap, I picked the Red Sox, the Indians, and the Astros. Kyle picked the Red Sox, Royals, and Astros. So now we will move on to the National League side of things, and over to the I can't speak tonight. Over to the National League West. The National League East. We're going to start East. We'll start East Coast like
East
we did in the American League. Yeah.
All right.
And so for the National League East, we have the Phillies, the Braves, the Mets, the Marlins, and the Nationals. I'll go first if that's okay with you.
Okay.
I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Phillies just because they made a big signing Bryce Harper just a few days ago in free agency, and I just think they're due. I just don't. When I look at all those other teams in the AL East, in the NL East, I just, especially again, just seeing what Philly just did, signing Bryce Harper. I just look at it and I say, I really like Philly's chances to make some noise. I mean, at least in the division terms of things. So I'm going to go with the Phillies to win the NL
Okay.
East in 2019. Kyle, what do you think?
Nice. Remind me of the team names again. I'm really
No
bad at
problem.
remembering all these.
Phillies,
Phillies.
Mets, Nationals, Braves, and Marlins.
I'm going to say Nationals. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm just going with a gut feeling. I'll take the Nationals, so.
All right. Hey, you know, that sometimes your gut is the best way to go. All right, so we differ on that one. So now we'll go to the NL Central, which
yes.
is the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Reds, the Brewers, and the Pirates.
Okay.
And I will hand it off to you to go first this time.
Well, so I guess I would say I'm definitely rooting for the Cubs when it comes to that part of baseball, that whole kind of that National League there. I'm definitely rooting for the Cubs. I like, you know me, I always go right for the underdog teams. But I think realistically, probably the. You know what? No, I think, you know what? I'm going to say with Cubs. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it.
He's just gonna go for it.
I'm just going for
And
it.
by the way, I forgot to mention that last year the Braves won the NL East,
Okay.
and the hold on a sec, I gotta think here for a minute. The Brewers won the NL Central.
They did.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of my second team, though. I was definitely probably more realistic.
No, but
teams.
I'm actually gonna agree with you here. I'm gonna go with the Cubs as well.
Whoa.
I think I've always really liked the Cubs
Okay.
as well. They've sort of been my favorite NL team for a little while now, and I don't know. I just have a really good feeling about them this year, especially the Cubs. You know, they kind of lost in the first round last year. I think that's going to give them some bitter taste in their mouth and some motivation heading into the new season. So I like the Cubs as well. So I think it's going to be tied.
Okay.
I think I'm going to agree with you. I guess is what I'm trying to say, and go, like I said, with the Cubs.
All right. Cool.
Now to close out our division picks, we go to the National League West with the Dodgers, the Giants, the Padres, hold on, because there's a couple more that I'm missing. Giants, Dodgers, Padres, Rockies, and Diamondbacks.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go first here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say the Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks, okay.
I've always been a fan of the Diamondbacks. I have sort of family connections to Arizona, so I've always been a fan of the Diamondbacks, especially since they won the World Series in 2001.
Okay.
So, I mean, the Red Sox, Torey Lovullo, who was the old Red Sox bench coach, is now the manager out there, and I think he's doing a great job leading that team. And so I just, I know the Dodgers have been tough in that division. They've won it the last, I think, 2 years in a row at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think Arizona is primed to make a run this year. So I like the Diamondbacks. What are your thoughts?
I think the Dodgers for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like I remember.
I don't think you know why with any of these picks. You're just
I really don't. I'm gonna go
saying
with
I
another.
don't know why. Is just stating the obvious.
Yeah, that's true. This is another one of those gut kind of feeling ones. I think I just think the Dodgers. They're a pretty solid team. I think. I feel like they got pretty far last couple of years. So yeah, I'm just as far as I know, I could be wrong, but so.
All right.
Sorry.
No worries. It happens. All right. So there we go. So again, just to recap, because I want this all on the record.
Okay.
In the American League, I picked the Red Sox, the Indians, the Astros, and in the National League, I picked the Phillies, the Cubs, and the Diamondbacks.
Okay.
Kyle picked in the American League the Red Sox, the Royals, and the Astros.
Yep.
And then in the National League, picked the Nationals, the Cubs, and the Dodgers.
Yep.
All right. So, obviously baseball season is a long way away.
No, they can play in the snow. They'll be fine. They'll be all right.
Baseball season, the end of baseball season, I should say, is a long way away. We won't know the answer to this till next September.
No, they should just open Fenway Park now and just have everyone play right now the way it is.
Play every single day for the next 162 days.
It'd be great.
They don't need days off, right? But so I think it'll be an exciting baseball season, and I'm very excited now to see how our picks do.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, this could either blow up in our face or make it sound very smart.
There you
go. So we're going to move on now to the end portion of our episode. Our food review, and I do have one thing I want to touch on before, after we do the food review, sort of a monologue of sorts. Yep. We haven't done those in a while. So for our food review, this is one that kind of brought us back to was sort of a throwback for us.
Yeah, very nostalgic.
So we have very nostalgic place. So we went to this place in Winchester called China Sky, which, by the way, was really, really good.
Yeah.
It's got a mix of Chinese and Japanese dishes, and you should definitely go there. It's really good.
I mean, it's amazing that you can get sushi for an appetizer, then you can get sesame
you can literally get
chicken
sushi and dumplings. You can literally get sushi and dumplings.
So good.
Together. But I think the thing that was special about this place is that actually China Sky used to be located in Wellesley, which, as many of you know, is our hometown.
So those of you from Wellesley who are watching this, and they're questioning, wait a second, was that the same China Sky from when the other one that closed down back in 2012? Yes.
Yes.
It is the same place.
Same exact place. Same down to the menus. Literally everything about this place is the exact same. You can tell it's owned by the same people.
It's just in Winchester now. That's it. I mean, the only thing you gotta know is they do have limited parking as far as we know when we get there. So yeah,
very limited parking.
So if you plan to go there, it's better if you take public transportation or an Uber.
Obviously, you can park on the street, the streets.
They got some
or
street
something.
Parking,
it's not that long of a walk, from the closest street parking, but still, you just be aware that parking is a bit challenging. Yeah,
there is no official parking lot like the old place, so that's the only really big difference, I think. But other than that, when you go inside, when you order their food, it's still great. It's really amazing.
It really I was having flashbacks eating at the Wellesley one. It was that similar, and that it basically just brought me right back to 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
So if you're a person who's looking for a new place to try, or if you are a fan of China Sky and you really miss it, seriously, it's worth the drive.
And Winchester's not that far from the Wellesley area. I mean, it's only 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, especially if you make a weekend trip. You can, you don't have to worry about traffic. Yeah. Just go there for lunch or dinner on a Saturday or Sunday. It's worth it. Highly worth it.
Exactly. So, the other thing I wanted to touch on, this is sort of a monologue, because I know we haven't done those in a while.
Oh,
yeah. So right now in Massachusetts, in our state, the high school state tournaments are going on for both basketball and for hockey. And Massachusetts, the high school sports in Massachusetts are governed by what the MIAA, the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association.
MIAA, okay.
And while they do a lot of things well, the MIAA seems sometimes to lack common sense. And here's the reason why I say that. Is because the way the tournaments are set up is supposedly... I'm just talking about basketball here, because that's what I kind of want to focus on, because that's where the biggest issue has been. For basketball, you're supposed to have the first 2 rounds be played at the higher seeds, the better seeds, home gym. And then after that, it's supposed to go to a neutral site. Well, the problem has been is that because the neutral sites are predetermined, you have had this year, I feel like, and this year have been more frequent than in past years, you've had the teams whose gym is the supposedly neutral site are playing in those gyms in the sectional semifinals. And it's frustrating because, like, I mean, it's one thing if it's like the better seed it's one thing if it's the better seed's gym, like okay, like I can kind of understand that, but I'll give you a perfect example. Okay, Somerville, which is where we are right now, number 2 seed in the Division II North bracket. Okay, number 2 seed, pretty good seed. They go last night to play their D2 North semifinal against 6th seeded North Andover. So again, you got a 2 seed versus a 6 seed. Where's the game held? North Andover High School. So you've literally got the number 2 seed Somerville having to go to the worser seed's gym to play them in what's supposedly a neutral site round.
Oh,
so
okay.
it sometimes, like I said, I mean, the MIAA, sometimes the decisions they make just lack a little bit of common sense. And I don't think it's fair to, I mean, obviously you still have to play and win the game. I get that. I mean, and, unfortunately Somerville did not win last night, and, nothing away from North Andover. I mean, I'm sure North Andover's a really good team, but I just feel like if you're going to truly have these games be at neutral sites, they should be at neutral sites. I mean, that wasn't the only example this tournament.
Maybe like a halfway kind of school.
There were a few teams who got to play like basically an extra home game that they wouldn't have otherwise gotten to play. So that's just my sort of beef about it. Probably not going to change anything, but just wanted to get that out there. So, you got anything else? Since
No, I think what I'll do is I might have a sports video game review next week because I am playing more sports video games. I'm finding some really cool ones. So I think the last couple weeks, I think I talked about this really cool snowboarding game I played. It's actually on the original PlayStation. Cool Borders 2, that was a good one, and Mario Golf. Those are the 2 ones, but I think I got a few more I wanted to I also bought Mario Tennis on the Game Boy. I haven't played it yet, so I'm hoping to kind of play more of those. Maybe I can review some more in the future.
We will look forward to that for sure.
Should be fun.
All right, so that's going to wrap up this edition of On the Couch Talking Sports. He's Kyle. I'm Robbie, signing off here from the couch. We will see you next time on the Couch Talking Sports. Goodbye, everybody.